All right, so the demographics of China include that its population currently has been reported as close to 1.5 billion people. There have been an average of 1.7 live births per woman in China, and China is currently composed of around 56 ethnic groups. So far, the Han Chinese account for close to 92% of the overall Chinese population, while the other 55 ethnic groups make up the rest of that percentage. Some of these ethnic groups would include the Tibetan people, the Mao people, the Zhuang people, and the Hui people. The unemployment rate is at 3.61%, and 60% of the population in China live in urbanized cities. China has the most vast and largest education system, and it currently consi- it accounts for 4% of the government's GDP in China. China implemented a 9-year compulsory education policy which enables students over the age of 6 nationwide to have free education at primary school and junior secondary school. After their junior secondary school, Chinese students are allowed to take an entrance exam to a secondary high school, or they may go to a secondary vocational school, which determines where they shall be employed later on. Both females and males have an average of 14 years of school life, and it is not uncommon for Chinese students to start their schooling at the age of 2.
What's the education system like in China? Chinese children over 6 years old are allowed to enter primary school. After 6 years education here, they spend 3 years in junior middle school. This 9 year education they receive is called National Compulsory Education, which requires all school age children to be educated free of charge. Following compulsory education, Chinese students will sit their first important lifetime test, the senior high school entrance examination, Zhongkao. Based on the results and personal choices, 87% of students step into senior secondary education, and 57% go to regular senior secondary schools to gain cultural and scientific knowledge, while 43% enter secondary vocational schools to be trained with skills for employment. In most provinces, those who enter regular schools will be divided into classes focused on social sciences, Chinese, English, mathematics, politics, history, and geography, or natural sciences, Chinese, English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology. Whichever one they choose decides what they will be tested on during the college entrance examination, Gaokao, their second important exam. The total point of the examination is 750. In fact, there are 6 foreign languages that can be chosen. English is the most popular. Whether students enter the university they prefer depends on their final scores and the enrollment mark of the university. Therefore, Gaokao is greatly significant to Chinese. That's why most senior students in high school work hard to prepare for the examination under huge pressure. However, China has implemented historic education system reform. Gaokao will adopt a 3 plus 3 model. All subjects require higher level Chinese, especially in traditional Chinese culture. Chinese education points to comprehensive personal development oriented education. Gaokao tends to select examinees on the basis of majors.